Hello everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Adins for the Astral Wolf, and I want to show you guys a um, really cool application I use for my game. So, you know how when you guys have an option to use a lot of resources at one time in any game whatsoever, and you have to hit this button a million times, and you gotta mash your finger on it, and you just gotta keep hitting that with your thumb. It gets tiring and boring. And one of the ways that you can make this work um, is if you guys, put your, phone onto the Wi-Fi, because that has a much quicker transfer rate of information and data. And then the second one I use is this bad boy, the auto clicker. This is a fantastic auto clicker. I absolutely love it, and it has a multiple target mode too. So you can set up a whole bunch of different options and functions, and then you could just close this bad boy. You can do the single target mode, and it's a really simple, super small application, but extremely effective. Now, you guys see how this is kind of slow, and no matter how fast you try to hit this, it's just slow. This one, let's say you have like 8,000 shadow matters, you can just hit this button, and as you guys can see, it's much quicker, and it's a fantastic application for any game whatsoever. I love it, it's easy to use, it's fun to use, it's simple, and really easy to set up. So as you guys can see, this number is going down extremely quick, all because of two things. One, my device is connected to my Wi-Fi, and number two, my device has the auto clicker. This is a non-invasive auto clicker. It's very simple, very easy to use, and extremely, efficient and convenient. Now, as it is, guys, I've been talking to you for only a couple minutes now, and this bad boy has gone from 400 to 150. So that's pretty darn cool. And as you guys can see, this bad boy is going up real freaking quick. Unfortunately, they haven't implemented an option in the game yet to allow you to mass produce these, but I guess that kind of does make sense, as that may put stress on the system, so this has to be the way they have to do it. But it's a nice, simple, and easy, fun way to do it. And now, as you guys can see, I have 0 shadow matters left. And I could just use these. This is also boring. So if you have a bunch of items, yeah, I have too many crystals, so I need to get rid of those sometime. But yeah, it's actually really kind of cool. And as you guys can see, throughout this entire event, I have gotten many thousands of different boxes and such. So you have a lot of really good stuff. And I have used almost 20,000 of these magazines, which is really freaking cool. But yeah, so I now have 307 magazines now. I have 660 of these energy sodas, 106 Easter flowers, 7,521 mop-up coupons. Like, you name it, we got it. Like, we just have a stupid amount of stuff. And if you guys really want to see how wicked fast this bad boy goes, look at that. It's going so fast, the game is actually starting to run a little bit slower. But it is still effective. So as you guys can see, this thing is hitting at 50 it's hitting once every 50 milliseconds. So that means this thing is going at a impossibly high speed. And it's going so fast that the game itself is actually having trouble keeping up. And then as soon as I hit that pause button, as you guys can see, it's coming back. So that is actually really kind of cool. I would never do one of these giant airships over here, because that'll cause the game to almost freeze, and that's the last thing we want to do. But yeah, so it's kind of cool how, an auto clicker can save you so much time and trouble. And the fact that you can actually cause this thing to, do multiple target functions, that's really freaking good. And, I can actually show you guys how that works. So we go to this, and we hit enable, train stuff quickly, and now we have this option. And you can even do a swipe option if you so wish. But we're not going to do that. So let's say that I want to train some stuff. Whoop. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? Now, we just do this. Oop, get out of there. Whoops. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I think I did something wrong. Oh, here we are. Do that. Activate. Confirm. Booyah. Alright. So now let's try this again. And the nice thing is that if you guys pay attention to how quickly stuff works in a game, or whatever game you do, you can actually automatically set up a really cool system where this will build troops for you. Now for me, I have 1.1 million of these Yetis, but it's always good to have. No, I have 11 million Yetis. Let's see, 33211. Yeah, so I have 11 million Yetis. I have been accumulating these over, oh gosh, 5.5 years of playing this game. It's absolutely insane. 11 million soldiers. And you guys can see how long it takes to do this. There's many events throughout this game where you have to train soldiers, but as you guys can see, let's zoom in. Yeah, 11,259,538 Yetis. So what happens is that if you get hit by a absolutely huge commander, or even multiple commanders of max leadership, you can lose like 5 million soldiers. And what happens is that if you lose enough soldiers, they can get to your juicy bits right here with these bad boys. And these things are astronomically expensive to make and use. And it is just a horrible way to go about it. So I sometimes use this auto clicker within the last year to start making soldiers. And I have 8,070,597 Rangers. So that also gives me more buffer room. And then on top of this, I have 44,157 hummingbirds and 71,990 seagulls. So I have 3 different pools of very low tier soldiers that will protect my very expensive soldiers. And it's really, really fun. But yeah, so 11 million of my power. Well, let's call it 12 million. 12 million of my power is just for Yetis, because Yetis and hummingbirds are both of those 1 power each. I'm surprised that the Rangers don't count for anything. Then again, they are some of the cheapest little buggers ever. These are 10 each resource. That is super freaking cheap, especially when you have billions and billions of resources. These ones are 20. And last but not least, these ones are 100. So airships are substantially more expensive. 1250, 625, 250. So the growth in how expensive things are kind of goes over in weird intervals, but you guys can kind of get my point. But yeah, this auto clicker is fantastic. There's so many different options that you can do. And it's really simple. And you can even do, options here too. You can control this, you can control the target size. Let's make that a little smaller, because that doesn't have to be so freaking big. Oh, no, piss off. Okay, how long does this stupid ad take? Oh, piss off. I said go away. Okay. But now, you guys can see it's much smaller and much more manageable. It's harder to click on it, but it's less of a annoying look to it. But yeah, so let's say you only want to hit things for 5 minutes, and there is there's an event in the game saying how many times can you hit this button in 5 minutes. You can set your thing for milliseconds, seconds, or even minutes. So you can set it to hit for 10 minutes, 1 minute every 10 minutes. Sorry, 1 time every 10 minutes, or 1 time every 10 seconds, or milliseconds. You can do every single number you can think of. It's really awesome. Now, they have a little warning in here that says the time below 40 milliseconds can freeze the device. So if you don't have a really, really strong phone, that can cause your phone to freeze because it's trying to process a absolutely astronomically fast number. 50 milliseconds already is pushing the phone to its limit, but it's a fantastic way to, set things up. And you can even set for numbers of cycles. So you can, you can do at the max 999. So pretty much, with this click interval, if you wanted to, and you had to hit something like 7,382 times exactly, and as quickly as possible, you can do 7,382 times. And it's amazing. Or with this bad boy, you can set the timer, and let's say, 24 hours. If you want this thing to run 24 hours, and so let's do 7 hours. 7 hours, 13 minutes, and 7 seconds. Okay, then this will run at 50 milliseconds per second. 7 hours, 13 minutes, and 7 seconds. And you can click on that. But for me, I just do run indefinitely. I'm not exactly sure what anti-detection is. Oh, it won't let me, oh, there we go. No, here are instructions. Nope. Well, I wanted to know what the option was. Oh, piss off. I wanted to know what the option for anti-detection is. I think that's to make it so that way your fat fingers don't hit the button. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a really cool way that you can use this to, use this wonderful auto clicker application to make life easier on your phone. It is fantastic, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, by the way, never turn your phone off while this application is running, or else you are going to have one hell of a time getting your device back up and running again. So, in all honesty, I would recommend that if that ever does happen, that you hit the volume down button and the power button and hold that down until your phone gives the option to reset. This will automatically do a hard reset of your phone, and that will allow everything to reset, so that way the auto clicker doesn't completely break your device. Well, it won't break it, but it will make it impossible for you to turn it on. So unless you can pull out the battery of your phone, or unless you can hard reset that, I wouldn't recommend, making this application turn on while you have your phone off. But yeah, I just figured I would, show you guys that really cool application. And yeah, I hope that this will prove. So that way you guys can enjoy a fun application. Now, there's many different auto clicker applications out there, but this one was the simplest. It was easy, it's small, and it doesn't have a whole bunch of bloatware on it. It's fantastic. And if you guys want to see, we can go to app info. This bad boy is real freaking tiny. The app size is 11.05 megabytes. And if worst comes to worst and you want to clear your storage, just do that. Boom. Storage is cleared. So all this is now gone. So the app's entire size is 11.04 megabytes. Pretty darn cool, huh? But yeah, so I just, figured that, you guys could see the auto clicker. It's a fantastic application. It is really, really nice, and I absolutely love it. And this is what it is called, Auto Clicker Automatic Tap from True Developers Studio. It is a fantastic application, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to give him a 5-star review. Fantastic. Makes playing games much easier. Super fun to use in my videos. Great product. Please keep making more fun applications for us to use and make our lives more convenient. Auto clicking is made super easy with this app. By the way, what is anti-detection? Ooh, G-Workers. Detection. So yeah, you guys, this is kind of a fun one. It's easy to use. The ads are actually pretty good because they aren't on every single nanosecond you hit the app. But yeah, so it's a fantastic application. Done. But yeah, so I just figured I'd show you guys that cool thing. Holy crap, this video is already 17 minutes long. I need to shut this down. But yeah, I just figured I'd show you guys kind of the cool different ways you can use the Auto Clicker app. But yeah, you guys stay awesome. I'll talk to you guys in my next video, and it's been a pleasure having you guys here. Stay awesome, and God bless.